this is Stampy, and welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play video, and another video inside of Stampy's lovely world. Good morning, William Beaver. It is nice to see you there, promptly standing at the front of your cave, because we have lots of building today, but that's because we're starting a brand new project, and I'll explain exactly what that's going to be in a minute, but I'm also going to be joined by Polly Reindeer, who's doing her, I guess, is this a tradition now? Is jumping on my bed and throwing snowballs a tradition? I know. And we're also being joined by Fizzy Elephant as well, by the looks of things, who seems to be very hungry today and is eating up lots of his cookies. Well, everyone's hungry today. Well, actually, I'm hungry today as well. So that means I'm going to go and have my breakfast, which is, of course, going to be a cake. Nom, 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 nom. Delicious, right then, Barnaby? You can stand up, and we can all go and head over to the love garden, so I can see who it is that I'm adding to it today. And actually, I'm not adding a person to the love garden today. I am adding 3 people to the love garden today. I am adding Ethan, Jake, and Harry. And the reason I'm adding them is because they all made giant cardboard cutouts, and you can see them all here. And there's myself, there's Squid Nugget, and there's a giant creeper as well. And you can see that the cutouts they made are actually bigger than they are, so that must have taken a long time to paint them, as I wanted to say thank you very much for making them, and welcome to my love garden. I can see that it looks like Fizzy Elephant's been very distracted by the cocoa beans. You can go ahead, by the way, Fizzy Elephant, if you want to go and tuck in and make some more cookies. I'm sure your pockets are full of cookies already, but if you want some more, you can go and grab some more. And actually, while he does that, I am going to get some potatoes. And where are my potatoes? I never normally get potatoes. Here they are, and I'm going to need these for today. And that is because we are building a potato restaurant, but not just any potato restaurant. We are building the best potato restaurant ever. And I am a little biased because I am building it myself, but I honestly think this is going to be the world's greatest potato restaurant, and I'm going to explain why in just 1 minute. But first, I'm going to pick which doggy is going to be joining me for the episode, and I think it would be good to be joined by Flippy. Would you like to join me today? I'm sure she would. I always speak to them, don't I? I don't know why. I don't know why I always speak to the dogs. You have to, don't you? You can't just, not say anything to them. I'm sure they understand. Even though they don't speak back, I'm sure they understand. You know, just like my Minecraft helpers, they never speak back, but you can understand me, right, guys? Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, see, they understand what I'm saying. I was asking you to throw snowballs, and looks like Fizzy's off for an adventure. Actually, this is where we're actually building today. We are building right next to the sushi restaurant. The fishy fountain. No, the flying fish, I think I ended up calling it. Is that what I called it? I didn't build it that long ago, and I've already forgot what I called it. I think I called it the flying fish. Is there a sign here? Aha, there is. It is. It's the flying fish restaurant, but that's not what we're building today. We are building right next door to it a potato restaurant, and this is going to be called the Hot Potato Restaurant, and that is because half the time this restaurant is going to be on fire. That's right. The restaurant is actually going to be on fire, and I'll explain why in just 1 minute. But first, let's go and start building, because it's quite a big restaurant, and it's going to be 15 in that direction and 21 back in that direction. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then let's go 21 back. And I'm going to go and try and do it, as I always do, in one breath. And Flippy, you're going to have to stay out the way. You sit down there. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Just like that. And then I just need to go back this way, and it's going to link it up. So this is going to be like the main size of it. But it's going to be quite tall as well. It's actually going to be 8 blocks high, like at the very top. But it's kind of like multi-layered, I guess. So the front bit here is going to be 3 blocks high. And this is going to be where the window is. And the window is going to be really cool because in the daytime, you're going to look into it and you're just going to go and you're going to be able to see a bunch of potatoes, you know, as you might expect. But at nighttime, the inside of the windows are going to be set on fire. And that is why it's going to be called the hot potato. So that is what I'm going to be doing in this episode here. I'm going to make it so that in the day you're just going to see item frames with potatoes in, just so people know what it is, and then at nighttime they're all going to set on fire, giving it the hot potato name. So this is going to be the front bit, and then this bit here is all going to be raised up higher. So what I basically just need to do is kind of like staircase my way up here to the top, and I'm mainly building out of this brown stained clay, but I'm also going to be building out of sandstone as well. It's kind of like the most potato potato-y colors I could think of. Like if you look at a potato, it's kind of like brown and sandstony, I guess. So I think these are the best materials to use just to make it actually look like what it's going to be. So let's go into and build this up here, and we need to kind of build this the whole way along at the top, and then at the very front here, there's going to be a window, and you're going to be able to look inside of the window and actually see all of the potatoes growing, because they're actually going to be grown inside of the restaurant itself, and there's going to be a really cool way that the potatoes are then going to be delivered to kind of everyone on the inside. So these need to be built the whole way along here. So let me see, can I like jump around the corner? No, that wasn't going to happen, was it? So yeah, this bit kind of needs to go back along like this, and then along like this here as well, and then we're going to put sandstone stairs across the whole bit there. But what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave my Minecraft helpers to go and get the rest of that built, and while they do that, I'm going to go and try and make it so the front of the hot potato is actually going to set on fire, and it's not as dangerous as it sounds, okay? Because it's going to be quite controlled. It is the reason though why I decided to build this thing out of clay rather than brown wool. Yeah, because otherwise I don't think the the hot potato would last very long otherwise. So yeah, let's go and fill the front. And actually, I'm going to add I'll add the window in the front here. Seeing as I'm here, and let me just go and try and show you kind of how this is going to be. So I think the window's going to be about there-ish. I think I'll do it. And then I'm just going to go and put some of this glass in the front there. And then that way people can look in and see all the potatoes growing. Well, I guess very tall people and giraffes will be able to look in and see all of the potatoes growing from there. All right then. So yeah, while my helpers go and finish off building that, I'm going to go and I'm going to add the windows in. So I'm going to go 5 along here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 more here for 5, and then we should have a bit of a gap, and then the doorway is going to be here, and then we're going to go and do the same here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that, and then this is going to be this window here. And so what we need to do is we need to add some, so I got some netherrack here, and then I got some sticky pistons, and so the netherrack needs to be kind of on this level here, so that when the fire's burning, you can see it. But if the netherrack gets moved while it's on fire, it actually puts out the fire. And so what that means is we can do it so that kind of this netherrack is pushed up, but then when it gets pushed down, it puts the fire out. And then I can use dispensers and fire chargers to set them on fire. And so then that way I can kind of have it automatically kind of get turned on fire and then turned off as well. And it shouldn't be too difficult to do either. So let's go and add those sticky pistons in a row along there, and then this netherrack along here. And then let's go and just do the same over this side. I don't know whether I'm going to have time to get both sides done in this episode, but I want to get like at least one done. So then I can show you how it works, and it all kind of links up together anyway. And then of course I'm just going to use a daylight sensor, which is going to be the thing that's going to detect whether it's day or not. So is this on the right level? Yeah, that should be there. So when that piston's extended, it's going to be right on the window. And so kind of as you look in, all you're going to see is fire. I don't know if that would make this an appealing place to go into. Maybe if you liked danger, you'd want to go inside of here. All right then, let's go and start building the actual mechanism to make this work then. So what we're going to do is here, we're going to have just rows of dispensers. And so these dispensers are going to be fired kind of just after the blocks get lifted. So these blocks will get lifted, then these are going to dispense the fire just afterwards, as soon as it becomes nighttime. And then what I can do as well is I can put item frames along the front here. And then I can actually go and put potatoes in these item frames. And so then that means like in the day, it kind of just looks like a normal potato place. I need a few more potatoes, but I can go and grab them a little bit later on. Actually, if anyone wants to go on a potato quest and track down some potatoes, then that would be very useful. So there we go. So this is already looking pretty cool. Actually, this actually looks really nice. I can't believe how quickly everyone's been building. So yeah, so that's kind of what it's going to look like in the day. And now we just need to make sure that it's going to be able to transform at nighttime. So we're going to have to hide a daylight sensor down here somewhere. I think maybe let's just move it a little bit closer. I can kind of like hide it in like these reeds, I guess. So then it's not too noticeable. Like I don't really care if people notice it, but I always try to cover up the redstone as much as I can. So where did I put my daylight sensor? So there we go. The daylight sensor's there. And so what we can do is break away that block and have the trail of redstone going down. Actually, it is a little bit closer close to those pistons. I think it should be okay. I think this should be all right. So yeah, let's go and try and do the trail of redstone then. So if I do like a block directly underneath it and then place redstone on there like that, and then this trail can go and lead down here. Yeah, and then it can go and get linked up to everything. So what we need to do is we need to make sure these pistons are off in the day. And so does it send a redstone signal? Aha! So it does send a redstone signal in the day. So what we want to make sure happens is actually I want to get rid of some of this this ice first, because yeah, I don't want this stuff to melt this ice and then it goes and destroys all of the redstone. Yeah, water and redstone, as I'm sure you know, does not mix very well. So let's go and let's just break all of this ice quickly and go and get rid of all of this this first before we build anything else, because there's no point me building it all and then I turn around and then it's all just been washed away by all of this. So yeah, what I was trying to say though before I realized the ice was here is that I want to make sure that in the day it's not on. Like, if that makes sense. So I need to make sure the redstone signal's not on, so then the pistons aren't extended in the day. So I think the easiest way to do that is if I just make like a little pit here and do this coming down here, and then if I just put a redstone torch on this block here, it basically just kind of switches around the redstone current and makes it the other way around, if that makes sense. So this redstone is going to turn off that torch, and then if I do this signal going towards all of the pistons, then that way, it's kind of just doing things the opposite way. Actually, what I could do is not use the pit and just do a block leading up here. And then that way, yeah, they're going to be off in the day, and then they're going to switch on as soon as it becomes nighttime. And it's actually good because as it becomes nighttime, assuming I've got everything built in time, that's going to be quite a good test just to see whether this is working or not. So what I want to do now is I want to add a big trail of repeaters along the front here. And actually, I've got to make some repeaters first then, I guess, in order to be able to do that. So yeah, I got some smooth stone on me, so let's just go and make a bunch of redstone torches, and let's just make 5 of these for now, I guess. Then I can worry about doing the other side at the end if I have time. Luckily, you don't really need to do much more redstone. Like, you have to do most of the redstone on this side, and then you just make the trails go along to that side to do that side as well. So yeah, once you've done kind of one half of it, you're going to be pretty much ready. So if I go and put all of these blocks along here, and then just one trail of this this normal redstone dust along the front there like that, and link it up, then that should be the piston part done, I guess. That's kind of everything that you need to do for that. This is all linked up, so as you can see, it is still daytime, and oh look, it just became night. I think it literally just became night, and so all of the pistons got lifted up. So there we go. There is proof that this actually is all working. But that's not done yet, because obviously the dispensers haven't been set up yet. So all I need to do now is try and get them set up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like another trail of redstone along here. And what I guess I should do is like another row of repeaters kind of leading to where all of the dispensers are. So let's try and climb out this pit if I can. Is there any way I can jump out this way? And I can hear Fizzy going crazy. Oh no, not water, not water. Are we okay? Block it off, block it off, block it off. I think we're okay. Luckily, all of the redstone was slightly raised, but yeah, that is why you don't want to that's why you don't want to mix water and redstone together. All right then, let's go and link up all of these dispensers. Then I'm sadly having to destroy this, and we definitely want to go and put some torches around in here as well, because this would be a googly house in a few seconds if we left that there. Right then, so let's go make some more repeaters then. I am gonna have to go and make another crafting table because I can't be bothered to go back downstairs. And yeah, so we basically just need to do the same thing again here, but kind of in like reverse, I guess. So rather than having it switched around, like I want to make sure that these get the signal when it becomes night, you know, which is kind of opposite to the way the pistons were. So let's go and make once again just 5 of these repeaters here like that. And I'm just going to put these along in a row right next to where these are. So let's go like that along there. And once again, I'm just going to do a trail of redstone dust behind where these are as well. So let's go and grab this and go along there like that. And what we can do, rather than having a trail leading up to it, we can just put like a redstone torch like directly underneath it, if that makes sense. And so then that way, we don't need to add any more redstone in down here. So it's kind of above this row here, I guess. So if I kind of go up like this and do it right up against the ceiling. So where are the repeaters? So the repeaters are directly above my head here. So if I just go and put a redstone torch down there, and oh, there we go. Did you hear that? I heard the click. I heard them click of them all being set off. That's very promising. So then we can just do another trail of redstone leading like this. And then going along here like this. Actually, let's just use wood. I don't want to waste these materials. Yeah, so if I just do like a trail of redstone leading to that torch there. Actually, I'm going to put this torch so it's kind of just face directly down. Then that way it's going to turn the torch off for now. And then it will just basically get switched on and off when I need it to. And did I see a skeleton then? Did I? Oh no, I didn't see a skeleton. It was William. I'm sorry, William Beaver. I just saw a flash of white running past me, and I thought it was a skeleton. Are things going well with the build upstairs? Are you doing a good job? Okay, I'll be up in just 1 second to go and check that out. But I've pretty much finished doing what I need to do here, to be honest. So this just needs to go and link up with that. So that's there going to the torch, and so obviously at the moment this is all off. But if this came day, it would be on. So the only other thing that I really need to do is to go and add in the fire charges. So if I go and fill all of these up with these fire charges like this, I'm just going to kind of spread them out in between them. And the only real big problem with this build is that, like, every single day, I'm going to use up like a fire charge for each dispenser. But luckily, fire charges are pretty easy to make lots of them, so it's not a big problem. But yeah, you are going to have to kind of keep refilling it because there's not really any good way to get around that. Well, not a good way that I know anyway. So there we go. This is all set up. So basically now, it means that in the day, we're going to have a nice row of potatoes, and then at nighttime, this entire thing is going to be set on fire. And whoa, look at this place. It looks absolutely awesome. Let's go and look at it from this side around here as well. This place is looking really cool. We should probably go and light it up a little bit more with just a few more of these torches. Just seeing as it is so dark right now, and there's not really many other torches around in this area. But this is looking pretty good. So what we're going to be doing is in the next episode, we're actually going to be going inside. And we're going to be making the mechanism which is actually going to cook the potatoes, but we're not going to be doing it a normal way. There's not going to be a kitchen. It's all going to be automatic. So basically, there's going to be a machine which is going to be able to like harvest all of the potatoes. And I don't know if Fizzy's trying to design it now, or I'm not sure what Fizzy's doing, to be honest. But basically, there's going to be a machine that's going to harvest the potatoes. It's going to store them. It's then going to put them into a furnace. It's going to cook them. It's going to put the coal in the furnace as well. It's then also going to like take the cooked potatoes and put them in a chest in the middle of the room, and you're going to do all of that by just pressing one button. And so that's kind of the main, I guess, twist of this restaurant, is it's going to be all completely automated. I guess a little bit like the fishy fountain as well, where kind of you don't need to do anything. Basically, the restaurant kind of does what it needs to do by itself. So I just want to add a doorway in here. I feel like a birch doorway would make the most sense, because it's kind of a very similar color to the sandstone. So I think that's good for the front there. And I love like these little windowsill bits as well. I kind of want to do a little bit of a test to see whether the fire works. So if I break a bit of redstone and place it back down again, can I just like pretend it's been day and then like not be day? Well, I guess if I just put a redstone torch down here, I kind of just want to see what it all looks like lit up on fire without having to wait until wait for it to keep becoming day or not. So if I put a torch down there, is that even doing anything? I might have to go and just put a lever down there. Oh, hello, Flippy. nice to see you. I just have a nice big soggy dog nose in my face. So let's go and switch that on and do that. And oh, I heard fire. I definitely heard fire then. What's gone on? What's happened? I'm really scared about breaking these blocks around here just in case some more water comes down. What's going on? There we go. And so that's what it's going to look like when it's on fire. Doesn't that look awesome? So of course this side hasn't been done yet. So this is what it's going to look like at nighttime. And then in the daytime, it's going to switch, and then it's going to all hopefully go and turn off. And then actually I don't know if the pistons got pulled down, because something else that I should do is delay these a little bit, just so that there's time for the Netherrack to get pulled up. So yeah, we're gonna see this all properly working in the next episode. But yeah, what I think we probably just about have time for is a good old-fashioned game of spontaneous spleef. So all of this ground needs to go, and so I always do that in the same way. So does everyone want to meet me inside of the restaurant and grab your shovels? And we're going to have a big game of spontaneous spleef. And all this is basically just like normal normal spleef, we've got to go and destroy the ground, and it's basically the last person to fall down is going to be the winner. So no jumping up here, no running out the doorway or anything. You can only stay on the grass, and no hitting either. It's a nice friendly game. Right then, let's all go into get into a corner each, and we can begin in 3, 2, 1, and go, 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 go. Right, let's go and break away the ground. I think Fizzy's using cookies to break the ground rather than a shovel, but whatever works best for him. And no, that's me. That is me. I have fallen down straight away. And who's that? Oh, Fizzy came next. Sadly, it looks like cookies wasn't the best utensil to use to break the ground. Then again, you did do better than me, Fizzy. So it's Polly against William Beaver. It's funny, I'm just watching here, watching dirt fly everywhere, and then eventually I'm going to see one of them drop down through the ground, and who's it going to be first? Oh, they're going right after each other. You can see they are definitely going and trying to take each other out and knock each other down. Oh, Polly was very risky then, walking along the very thin bridge, and of course, the best thing about this game is we're also destroying the ground, which is exactly what we needed to do. So we're saving some time for the next episode as well. Anyway, and oh, it looks like William might have been trapped in the corner down there. Oh, he's right in the middle now, and looks like Fizzy is there switching a switch on the ceiling as well. I'm not entirely sure why, but it looks like he's keeping himself amused, and at the end of the day, that's what really matters. And oh, look at William Beaver. He's really trapped in the corner. He needs to do some big jumps to get out of there. Oh, no, they just switched. They just switched places. They're both so good. They are both so unbelievably good at this game. Who's going to fall? Oh, look, there's William Beaver being very aggressive, really trying to push in against Polly. It looks like someone's going to go now. And oh, they went at the same time. I think Polly might have touched the ground a second before William Beaver, so I think I'm going to give that victory to William Beaver. Well done, William. Well done, William. But there we go. Sadly, we have run out of time in this episode here. So in the next episode, I'm going to show you my potato cooking machine, and I'm going to show you how all of that's going to work. It's going to be really cool. I think it's going to be really awesome. And yeah, then we can go and enjoy some lovely baked potatoes. But for now, I want to say a very big thank you to William, Polly, and Fizzy for helping me out building today. And of course, a very big thank you to you for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye!